Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you. And sir, I'll start with you, Karan sir. Of course, we have NTR Junior Saab, we have Saif Ali Khan, Janvi in this movie. Siva sir is directing it. But is sabke alawa, specifically, what was that one thing that you said that yes, this is the movie that I want to present to the world? Devara Part 1.
It was nothing. He had me at hello. That's just the way. I mean, Tarak calls and you do what he wants. It's just the way it is. And, you know, we, not just a fan as an actor, but so much respect for his trajectory, so much respect for Siva sir and, you know, everything that he has achieved in cinema. The combination of the both of them coming together. They've made one blockbuster together and this is heading towards being a mega blockbuster. The fact that Saif was in the film, Janvi, I mean, it was like for us at Dharma Productions and AA Films, it was really an absolute no-brainer to have our names associated with this magnificent piece of cinema that you just witnessed.
You know, we have to say that this trio, of course, Apurva sir, Anil sir, and you should and you are getting the credit for, you know, introducing us to this pan-Indian thing. Of course, we've had movies earlier, but Bahubali ke baad it all started. What do you think is that one thing or the one USP of Devara that it's going to appeal to all the people globally?
Well, you've had all the magic and madness on land, but have you seen it on sea? It's a first. I mean, when you see what they call like the blood sea, and you see all the action that happens, you know, on the water and the way, like there are sequences that are just, sometimes you feel that you have a wild imagination and those can never really be fructified. But this has, like, you know, Siva sir had that imagination and then it was absolutely like executed to precision. So I think the big USP, I would say, is just the landscape of the film. The fact that water is such a star as well and everything that happens in and around that arena really makes Devara like a standout film and clutter breaks every other massive dramatic action film you've seen in Indian cinema.
Absolutely, sir. We'll get to see this on the 27th and we can't wait to watch it now. Shiva sir, welcome to Mumbai.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here, first of all, and of course, the amazing response that we've just gotten?
Firstly, thank you everyone for being here. And a little bit tense, like this is my debut film. And I hope everyone likes the film as much as we like. Thank you.
Sir, despite being this larger-than-life superstar, what do you think is that one quality that makes this gentleman here, Tarak sir, the man of masses, so humble? How come he's so humble, you know, despite all that stardom, that persona?
Even I'm trying to find out, actually.
So directing him, you know, directing him yet again after Janta Garage, talk to us about that. Could changes aye, sir? You have to give us some masala. You have to give us something.
It's because, you know, he's a very close friend of mine. And once he's in front of the camera, I feel that, I don't know why, suddenly he changes his persona and he looks wild, actually. And every time, for every shot, you know, I just keep staring at him.
Right, yeah. Right. So after watching Dawoodi, I had a title or a tag for the gorgeous and the very talented Janvi Kapoor. Of course, I sat on it for quite some time and she had to leave. She had a flight to catch. But of course, the expression queen of the Indian film industry. You've brought that out, you know, from Janvi. And her chemistry with this gentleman, Tarak Bhai here, it is phenomenal. People are saying, Jodiyan Karan sir banate the. Abhi, you've taken it to some other level. What do you have to say, sir?
Yeah, because they look too good on screen. And down south, people feel that after NTR sir and Sridevi, now it's this NTR and Janvi.
Wow, you've said it, sir. You've said it. And Bhaira, we have to talk about Bhaira, sir. As I said, you know, the handsome, the ever so charming Saif Ali Khan, the brilliant actor. And here he's so ruthless, sir. Why would you do that to this man here?
No, even for the first time I'm seeing him like this because I never saw him like this in Hyderabad.
Okay.
Because he comes to the shot, I see only Bhaira and now he's looking like a rock star. He's something new to me now.
Thank you so much for sharing all of that and thank you so much for this amazing piece of art, Shiva sir.
Thank you.
Thank
sir.
you.
Honored. Thank
Saif, so this one's for you. You know, you've portrayed these dark and complex characters earlier, and as I said, everything that we've seen from you on that big screen has been awesomeness. Here, how is Bhaira different, or should I say, what were those distinct qualities or the unqualities in Bhaira that you said, yes, I want to do this?
Well, firstly, I was really excited, like I said, to get offered a big movie made, you know, from Andhra and from the South industry that's given us so many incredible movies. And I think the future is going to be collaborations between North and South. And I think of it in terms of like you say, a pan-Indian kind of scenario. Anyway, this role, I was very happy that Tariq ji wanted me in it, and Shivasa wanted me in it. I think they'd seen Omkara and remembered it, and I have to thank Vishal ji for that still. Right. It was a very interesting character because, you know, there's a young version, there's an older version, there's crazy makeup, and also I wouldn't, you know, it's more of an anti-hero than a straight antagonist, and there's many layers to it, and it was just absolutely lovely doing it. Right. It's like an entry, a debut into a new kind of cinema, and you know, according to me, the cutting edge of Indian cinema right now. So it's great for me to be here.
Well, he said it, ladies and gentlemen, he said it. You know, talking about the man of masses, of course, the world is talking about him. Aur ab se nahi, kab se. So how was it collaborating with him?
It was amazing. I mean, we met and we had a laugh from day one. He's a very easygoing person who wears his stardom lightly, which I like. And offset, a very, very friendly, welcoming person. We had a laugh from the first day, and he visited me in my van while I was waiting for a shot and made me feel so comfortable. Right. And we had a lovely laugh. He's invited me to his home and offered to cook food, and he's one of the most hospitable people I've worked with, a really, really nice, down-to-earth guy. But when the camera's on and when I saw him shooting on the set, he seems to grow in stature in front of the camera and becomes a larger-than-life person, which is a very great star quality to have. And when it's cut, he's back to being a normal, fun person. So I think he's been great, and it's been so nice working with him. He was also very patient because it's a new language for me. Right. And he was so supportive. Looking into his eyes and saying dialogues to him never made me feel anything except confident. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very versatile Saif Ali Khan Saab. Shukriya for sharing that. Now coming to NTR Junior Saab, ek baar zordar taliyan, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yeah, sorry, I apologize. Jai NTR, we have to say that. Thank you so much. You know, we've seen Neela Samandar in Dawoodi, or usse pehle bhi. Then we've seen Khuni Samandar. And everything Devara Part 1 is all about is between these two things, right? It's like you've covered the entire spectrum. What is Devara for you, and what is happening here? Tell us.
Devara for me, obviously, you know, it's not only a film, but it's a journey with Koratal Shiva for many years. I mean, we've known each other since this movie of mine called Brindavanam. Yes. And Shiva was the writer for the movie. And it was this growth of friendship between me and him. And then when he started off as a filmmaker, my interest towards him, my respect towards him has only increased with every film he's done. But I mean, it was very tough for him to sustain that kind of blockbusters which he's delivered. Right. It's only because Shiva has nothing in mind but the story of the film. It keeps running in his head. He just needs the right space. He just needs the right people around him to just excel in it. And when our journey started, right before RRR released, so he came up with this idea of this protagonist. Usually in commercial mainstream movie, we have a protagonist coming from the downtrodden. You know, when there's absolute zero courage, the protagonist comes forward, gives courage to the people who needs, you know, who needs courage, takes them and goes forward. Right. But here there's a flip to Devra. So when courage is completely, when it's filled to the brim, when it exceeds, there needs to be a certain amount of fear. And the protagonist is actually trying to give in fear than actually give in courage. So that for me, for me was a phenomenal idea. And then we started our journey of Devra. And here, I hope we've lived up to the expectations of the trailer, and that's about it.
Whatever we've seen up till now is phenomenal, right? As I said, we are like full of that intensity, that angst. It's in all of us. Talk to us about these action sequences.
Devra is, I've been, when Karan sir and Apurva sir and Anil sir, the three mascots of Devra, the three musketeers as well. When they stepped in, Shiva, when he narrated the script to them, and when they saw a few visuals of the movie, I was really shocked seeing their reactions. And that's when I came to know that, this movie will definitely work. This movie is, I would call it an action drama. It is extremely high on action. Right. Saif sir would definitely agree with me. There was some physically strenuous action sequence we both have been part of. It is definitely high on action. Peter Hines, then we had Anil Arasu, and then especially we had Solomon, who's worked for RRR as well, the National Award winner. He has actually extensively worked on the overwater and the underwater sequences of Devra. And we've shot for about 38 odd days underwater and about close to 60 odd days overwater. So that itself was a chunk of 100 days to 80 to 100 days. So it is phenomenal action you probably haven't seen before. And the kind of water interactions, the kind of CGIs we've blended into those action sequences are phenomenal. So Devra is very high on action, and I would just can't wait for the world to see it.
I'm sure, sir, we're going to love it. Ek baar zordar taliyan for this amazing team, ladies and gentlemen.